So, in the previous video, I taught you the unit 1 of on examinations, the second prose of your English book, part 1. So, in that video, we knew how Winston Churchill got admission in Harrow. So, let's know what happened in Harrow after admission. Warm up of Unit 2. Think of the role of a teacher in a student's life. Very important character in student's life. Doesn't a teacher facilitate the learning of a pupil and develop skill in him or her? Yes, absolutely. Teacher's duty is to facilitate the learning of pupil and development of his or her skills. Read the following unit of the text and note the role played by Mr. Somerville, the writer's education at Harrow. So here, Mr. Somerville is a teacher and he is playing a very important role in the education of Winston Churchill in Harrow. At Harrow, okay? The text. I continued in this unpretentious situation for nearly a year, so that inhospitable condition continued for a year. Which situation? The situation of examinations, the difficult situations of examinations. However, by being so long in the lowest form, I gained an immense advantage over the cleverer boys. So, how is this have any advantage to be in so long in the lowest form? See what the advantage. They all went on to learn Latin and Greek. So the cleverer boys who were on the top of the form went to learn Latin and Greek and splendid things like that. But I was taught English. So the lower students, the weaker students were taught English and the cleverer students were taught Latin and Greek. We were considered such dunces that we could learn only English. So, what is the meaning of dunces? Dunces mean slow learners. So, the lower standard students, lower or weaker students were considered as slow learners. So, they were taught only English. Mr. Somerville, a most delightful man to whom my debt is great, was charged with the duty of teaching the stupidest boys the most disregarded things, namely to write mere English. So Somerville was in charge of teaching the stupid students, the weaker students, the lower students in form English. Somerville was in charge of teaching English to those dunces, those slow learners like Winston Churchill. He knew how to do it. Obviously, Somerville was a teacher and he knew how to teach English to slow learners. He taught it as no one else has ever taught it. Not only did we learn English passing thoroughly, but we also practiced continually English analysis. So they not only learned English grammar, passing means grammar, but they also learned practiced English analysis. What is English analysis? Let's learn. Mr. Somerville has a system of its own. So this is the analysis, English analysis. That system is English analysis. How he analyzed English? He took a very long sentence and broke it up into its components by means of black, red, blue, and green inks. So he wrote a sentence, big sentence, and then he made the components recognized by different colors like black, red, blue, and green. Like subject is black, verb is red, object is blue, relative clause green, conditional clause brown, conjunctive and disjunctive purple, pink, like this. He colored all the components of a sentence with different colors. So this is the analyzing technique of teacher Somerville. Very, very impressive technique to teach slow learners. Each had its color and its bracket. Each component had its color, different color and brackets. It was a kind of drill. We did it almost daily. As I remained in the third, fourth, three times as long as anyone else, I had three times as much of it. So the student here, Winston Churchill, remained in the third, fourth. That means the third form of fourth standard three times. He remained there three times. So he gained to learn this from Somerville, sir, three times more than others. I learned it thoroughly. Thus, I got into my bones the essential structure of the ordinary British sentence, which is noble thing. So, he learned the British English sentence very thoroughly. He learned about the components, the structure, the everything in English grammar thoroughly, and that was a noble thing for him. And when in after years my school fellows who had won prizes and distinctions for writing such beautiful Latin poetry and pithy Greek epigrams had to come down again to common English to earn their living or make their way, I did not feel myself any disadvantage. So, you remember about those who went to learn Latin and Greek, the clever students? They came after what? After years, after winning prizes in Latin poetry and writing pithy Greek epigrams, they came for learning common English, which Churchill was learning for many for many years. And Churchill was very, very good in that when they came to learn it. So Churchill did not feel any disadvantage because in English he had become master by that time. Naturally, I am biased in favor of boys learning English because he was considered a stupidest boy and he was taught English for many years. So he was biased naturally for those students who are learning English, and it is a good thing according to him. I would make them all learn English and then I would let the clever ones to learn Latin as an honor and Greek as a treat. So he thought that if I had some students, I would suggest them to learn English first, and then I will give chance to the clever ones to learn Latin as an honor and Greek as a treat to them. But the only thing I would whip them for would be for not knowing English. But one and only thing, Churchill will beat the students, will slap the students, is for what? for not knowing English, because he was a master in English and English construction, the construction of a sentence, the grammar. He was a master. I would whip them hard for that. So he will slap, or he would slap the students who are not well in English. So I think you all are well understood the unit 2, and in the unit 3 we will know what happened after that. And if you like the video, then like, share and subscribe my channel and share it among your friends and relatives who are interested in arts. So thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you for watching.